An analysis of a rig incident during lifting operations. A serious incident occurred at a well pad during installation of a BOP hydraulic control station on the platform using a crane. Constant care and attention from all personnel is essential during lifting operations. Before commencement of such operations, the crew and crane operator must undergo a safety induction. The manager gave an induction for lifting of the BOP hydraulic control station on the platform. He focused on the safety aspects, slinging techniques, and importance of the relevant type of slings for this lifting. A certain type of slings is required for lifting a cargo container. According to the slinging arrangement, the station was hooked with a spider sling of 4-meter length. The load was taken off the truck and put onto a special platform on the rig. The crane was not able to place the container properly due to the limited access, inadequate sling length, and the restriction on the top created by the doghouse mounted just above the platform. The crane operator suggested to move the crane to make it possible to move the container to the proper position. But the slingman refused and said that he had a better solution: to fix the container with 2 shorter slings and move it. The crane operator did not use his right to stop the hazardous work. He accepted the dangerous work method and gave 2 homemade lifting fixtures to the slingman. The slingman fixed 2 slings with Z-hooks to the container. Remaining on the top of the container with a BOP hydraulic power station, he gave the order to the crane operator to start lifting. The crane operator picked up the slings. One of the Z-hooks broke down. One of the slings backfired and hit the slingman in the face. Best practice. This incident was caused by major violations of occupational safety rules. Use of homemade lifting fixtures. Not using fall arresting equipment. Lacking a work permit for working at height. Breaching an approved slinging scheme. Not using a stop work authority. Only factory manufactured and technically certified equipment could be admitted for use during lifting operations approved by safety regulations. Working at height is forbidden in the absence of fall arresting equipment. Fall arresting equipment must be used during work at a height of 1.8 meters or more. Working at height on the platforms with no guardrails must be carried out only as per work permit and under a supervisor's control. Use of homemade lifting gear is strictly prohibited. All lifting gear must be equipped with factory-manufactured and safety-approved shackles and hook locking mechanism. Slings not equipped with safety latches are not allowed for use. Slings must be fastened together with a collector ring, providing an even tension between them. Standing or walking under the load is strictly forbidden. Standing between the load and another moving object is strictly forbidden. A guide rope must always be used while moving the load to prevent rotation. It is not allowed to use incomplete sets of slings or slings of different lengths in lifting operations. In preparation for lifting operations, the safety plan must be developed. A standard system of hand signals is applied while moving loads by lifting gear. One signalman gives signals to a crane operator about the direction and speed of movement. Standing on the loads being moved or lifted is forbidden. The incident could have been avoided if the operation manager had been witness to hazardous lifting operations at the rig site and had noticed the violation of safety in time, if the crane operator had insisted on the safe unloading method and had with him certified lifting gear, if the slinger had used all the necessary PPE and followed all the safety regulations during lifting operations, if any of the crew members had stopped the hazardous job. Lifting operations are hazardous for life, and therefore the company is carrying out the following corrective actions. Slingers and other employees involved into the lifting operations undergo training for safe methods of lifting operations and proper use of fall arresting equipment. All employees are instructed in how to use Control Card of Risk Management, or CCR. Any employee, no matter which position he holds in the company, has the authority to give suggestions on risk reduction. Monthly tests of all the company's and rented lifting equipment and cranes, including all lifting gear, slings, hooks and clamps, as well as pre-job inspections, taking away and destroying all homemade lifting gear after inspection. It is recommended to include the requirement for regular timely inspections of lifting gear and prohibiting use of any homemade lifting gear in the leasing contract for crane vehicles. All contractors must be acquainted with the company's stop work policy. Each employee or contractor has the authority to stop operations if they are dangerous to employees, the environment, or the assets of the company. The employees' health and lives, ecological safety, the material assets of the company and the client are the main focus of our company's safety policy.